We're live.
Welcome back to another Sunday Night Live with your favorite mechanic, hopefully.
You somebody's favorite mechanic.
Oh, man.
Anyway, it's been a while since we've been on. We know.
We've been busy, but we're not gonna, we're back. I'm not gonna leave you guys hanging.
Well, you know what? We had graduations, end of school stuff.
Just came back from Kentucky.
Yeah, camping trips. It's summertime, so we're gonna try to not make it choppy, but y'all know we got like 57 kids, right?
That's what everybody says.
So stuff be happening on here. So
Yeah.
anyway, drop in. Let us know how y'all been doing, what you're doing, what's the weather like. I don't know, man. I got tricked by this Georgia weather. I thought it was gonna be 84 degrees yesterday, but it was overcast and windy.
It was okay weather.
Yeah, it was. We went swimming. Davin Whitlow in the house.
Hey,
Hey,
what's happening, Davin?
what's
Good
going
to see
on?
you.
Welcome to the live. How you been? Hope you've been doing all right. I hope everybody's watching has been doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here to answer car questions or whatever question you may have, long as it's appropriate. We will answer. Brian Glenn says, "Sup? What's up,
happening,
man?
Brian?
You know what? This is a
Good to
this
see
is a
you.
chill Sunday. Like we just really chilling. Really.
Yeah, we didn't do nothing much.
Alex slept all day, and I was like, I
Oh,
got stuff to
my
do.
daughter started acting up, so I had to put her to sleep.
Joshua Kelly or Kel says, "What's up, you guys?
What's happening, Josh?
Hey, Josh, what's up, man?
Good to see you.
Souls 24 to my, you guys are finally back. Listen, I was telling you, we was doing parenting stuff, man. Be busy." Joey says, "Hey, how are y'all? I have a question. What do you think about the 2000 to 2007 Ford Taurus?"
The Ford Taurus been a pretty good runner up for a good little minute now. The engine that you have to watch out for dealing with the early model Fords is the dual overhead cam one. It's a little bit harder to maintain than the overhead valve 3 liter. It'll say DOHC on the side, and it'll be a higher trim level. In like 07, they replaced, I think they switched to a newer design engine and started running with the 3.5, somewhere up in the 07, 08, somewhere around in that era. And that was a really good engine. You just have to watch out for that water pump because it can cost you if it fails. But other than that, I don't see them in my shop.
Everyone I see, they be having like a gajillion miles on them, and they be dogged out here in Atlanta.
Early 2000s, like the 02, 03, the one with the overhead valve, man, they very cheap and they'll last forever. They may not look the greatest, but it'll get you wherever you need to be.
My granddaddy still got his.
Things run forever. They can't kill them.
Nick Bike Life says, "Have you ever worked on a Mazda Speed 6 all-wheel drive turbo?"
I work on so many cars. I don't see too many Mazdas in my shop.
That ought to tell you something.
That ought to tell you something.
Yeah.
But I worked on many turbo engines. You worked on one, you don't worked on them all, I say.
Yeah, for sure.
But to answer your question, I don't recall working on that specific brand.
That don't mean he can't, though. Yeah. Come on down. I mean, or still ask your questions. Yeah. Four Corners Custom Products. Oh, thank you for the super sticker, my dear. And just really quick, because I want to say this. Alex's channel has been growing the past month. I don't know, it seemed like I think we got cleaned up 12,000 subscribers last month. So welcome, and a whole bunch of subscribers on Facebook. If you guys are new here, understand this. We're going live simultaneously on 2 platforms at once. So I'm just going to the comments as I see them in order. So my Facebook people, I'm not leaving you out. It's just you just haven't popped up on my screen yet. All right. So just a little stuff for the new folks. Unlike Davin Whitlow, Davin be in the live all the time. And Souls 2400. So just want to say that. Davin says, "Hey Alex, what could cause a car to run lean or rich?"
Okay, let's start off with lean. Lean is basically the car is getting unmetered air. The car's computer detects all air coming inside. And if it's getting false air, meaning air that's not sensed by a sensor like mass airflow sensor, it will cause a lean condition. Lean condition is basically like a vacuum leak. Sometimes I'm trying to think. Can exhaust leaks can cause, I think, one of those conditions. I can't think.
Oh, you better get it right. Some doctor you are. I just gotta say this. Some of y'all commenters, y'all some clowns. And it always be the ones that ain't making no content either.
I have a lot in my head, so sometimes I have to go digging. So I don't get it right all the time. But trust me, it's there. It's in the back of my head. And when I'm just relaxing one day, I'm like, oh yeah, that's what it was. But to finish answering your question, rich is basically getting too much fuel and not enough air. That could be due to a plunged air filter, leaking fuel injectors, bad upstream oxygen sensors can cause system 2 lean and system 2 rich problems if it's giving the wrong signals back to the computer. What else? Fouled out spark plugs can make it cause rich. If the spark plug's not, very rarely, spark plug's not burning all the fuel, but that normally cause misfires. So I'm gonna leave that out. But hopefully that answers your questions. That'll give you a little taste of what lean and rich can cause.
Colonel Buckshot says, good evening, kings and queens. It ain't even easy being greasy.
That's my guy right here.
I need to make that a shirt and put your name on
it.
Vinny G says, can I ask a question about cat converters?
Yes.
Sure, Vinny.
Where are you?
What's your question? I wish you would have asked it, so I won't have to take forever
to get
to you.
Answer the question.
Yeah.
Ask the questions. You can ask any question you want. Like my wife said, as long as it's appropriate.
Didn't you tell them about the time somebody asked, did we have OnlyFans? Now, last time I checked, OnlyFans was for something else. But
no, we do not have OnlyFans.
Nateful says, when do you change the transmission fluid? I have a 236,000 mile and I have never changed the trans fluid.
I would leave that transmission fluid alone. Yeah. If you don't have no history of changing that fluid, just leave it be. But if you're very worried about it, put some Lucas transmission stop slip in there. If you read the back of the bottle, it says renews worn out fluid, and it does a very good job of adding those properties back to that worn out fluid. The properties break down in the fluid, like the additives and whatnot. The fluid that's what happens. You're supposed to be changing your fluid every 30 to 60,000 miles, depending on what's your driving habits, or if you tow a lot, or etc. But if you don't have no history, I would just leave it alone, because sometimes when you go messing with stuff, it will mess up and start doing funny things, and we don't want that.
And that Lucas, we swear by it, okay?
Yes.
We swear by that because we use it in our own
this stuff is amazing
stuff. All right, Cristobal says, I have a 1996 12. First of all, wait a minute, Cristobal. Thank you for the super chat. I'm sorry. I should have thanked you first. Says 1996 12 valve Cummins automatic 2-wheel drive, 135,000 miles. Wait a minute. You got something that old with that many mileage?
Jeez, that's
my
new.
Transmission doesn't shift into fourth gear. Tops out at 60 miles per hour. What could be going on?
You could have a problem with the valve body. Some like a shift solenoid problem. I'm no transmission expert, so I'm not really the right person to ask when it comes to transmission problems, but I do know my way around transmission problems. That's how I'm able to answer that. Get that far for you. Very low miles, so I doubt if the transmission internals have fallen apart unless you really do a lot of towing and just towing stuff way past its towing capabilities. That mess up a transmission really fast. But if you just use it as a regular truck and regular truck stuff, most likely it's just due to a valve body solenoid or something failure. What else I was gonna say? Oh, those Chrysler products in the Cummins, they transmissions, I think they figured it out recently, but back in those days, they transmissions were kind of funny.
You know what? I think it's weird when people say back in those days. To me, 96 was just the other day, man. That's how I know we're getting up in age.
But good truck though, man. That's a keeper. Definitely worth keeping.
Sherry says, my favorite mechanic and car dealer. What's up?
Thank you.
Now we only her favorite because Alex. Not for real. No. I have actually. We love you, Sherry. I have a picture. I'm gonna, if I can find it, I'm gonna post it. But when Alex was a young boy, maybe 12, she used to take you to the races like NASCAR and stuff like that. I got a picture of you.
Sure did. Man, she took me to my first NASCAR race.
Awesome. Shout out to you, Sherry. And what she does here in Atlanta.
It's beautiful.
Helping the homeless. Like, man, like somebody who actually about it. This your person right
y'all
here.
Make sure y'all check out Blessing Bags of Warmth. She does a lot for the Atlanta community. A very good job. She's a wonderful person.
It's not like she's a rich lady. She just literally get in her car and go help the homeless downtown Atlanta.
She's helping families right now.
Yeah, unhoused families and stuff like that. Shout out to her, man. It's good to see people actually out here doing something. So Joey says, I had both. And okay, you had both of those Tauruses. Do you know? Four Corners Custom Products says, good evening, kings and queens. Have a very blessed day. Man, thank you, man. You know what, though? I love
to check out his channel.
I know, right? That's a good name. Four Corners Custom Products.
Name.
I love, like, it. One thing about posting online and just putting yourself out there, it's like you become privy to people really are miserable. People be saying crazy stuff out there. So we always acknowledge, I think, as humans, we naturally gravitate to the negative comment and want to address every single thing when you can't reason with those type of people. So I just tell Alex, just always the ones that send blessings and love, focus on them.
Yeah.
And we'll lead them other ones to themselves. Anthony Rogers says 08 Tahoe P0016 code.
Yeah, that's a crankshaft positioning sensor. You can have a lot of issues going on with that. Have you tried changing the crankshaft positioning sensor? That's really, it comes down to testing. You're gonna have to run some testing because you could have wiring problems. The reluctor wheel can be damaged, or it could just be as a simple crankshaft positioning sensor. But you're gonna have to diagnose, or you're gonna find yourself throwing parts at that vehicle.
Shooting the parts cannon.
Yeah, most people don't mind because their logic is that it's new. I'm planning on keeping the truck, so I replaced it. I know it's new.
But the crankshaft?
But yeah, bad crank sensor, bad cam sensor, damage. Oh yeah, I said all that. Timing, you could have timing chain problems. That's one of the causes too. So yeah, that's gonna take somebody that know what they're doing with a scanner and hunt that problem down for you, or just try crankshaft positioning sensor. I think that was
if you haven't already.
Yeah.
If you have already and it's coming back on, then you need to be looking at other things that's relative to that system.
Yeah, that's correlation code. You could have. I mislooked at the code, but yeah, that normally comes down to timing when I see those codes, and that's 08 Tahoe. Normally they don't have timing chain issues, but stuff happens.
See what it's talking about, Anthony. And here's another Anthony. Anthony D says, "Hi, my 2016 Focus is shaking excessively. Only 60,000 miles. Change spark plugs. What could it be? Motor mounts?"
I'm gonna need more information.
Do they have coil packs? Why
coil packs? It does have coil packs. Shaking excessively. Is the check engine light on? Is it flashing? If so, you could have a cylinder misfire that can cause your vehicle to shake excessively. And the check engine light be blanking. Normally that's like a coil pack failure or a wiring issue or injector problem. Now if it's shaking when you apply the brakes, that's a rotor issue. Let me see. Motor mounts, normally at idle, if the motor mounts dry up, it'll cause the engine to vibrate, but it won't be like excessive. But when you put it in drive, if the motor mounts are broken or the rubber is disintegrated, you will feel a big clunk when it goes into gear. You'll feel something moving, and that's your engine rocking back and forth. I tried to cover all the shaking, what you could be talking about. Like I said, guys, anytime you give me a vague statement, I'm kind of go broad with it, and that's what I did. Try to narrow down your question. Shaking at, let's say, when I apply the brakes, or shaking and check engine light. Yeah, check engine light. Come on, the more information you give me, gals, I can help you better.
All right. Hopefully that points you in the right direction, Anthony. Lamont says dirty dumb.
Dirty
I don't know if that's a reference to the Dirty Dart or Dominic Toretto.
Baby.
I don't know, man. You never know with you car guys. The Real Joseph family says, hey guys, how y'all been?
Good. We've been good.
Thank you for asking. I've been tired.
I just went on a mile run. My daughter, I could tell I'm getting old because
she told me she left you.
Man, I can't keep up. Man.
She's preparing for 11 miles. She has to do a mile in 11 minutes or under.
She did it in 10:4.
And so her dad's been jogging with her to help her, but she been leaving old Alex in the dust.
I'm not gonna lie.
And I ain't gonna laugh too bad, baby, because I probably wouldn't even attempt to do that with them, but that's what we've been doing, just helping her.
I can't keep up with her.
She out of there. She's in ROTC, and they have this camp during the summer where they go stay at the college in West Georgia and do ROTC stuff. But that run, she has to have it.
Takes me out.
You don't make the run, you get sent home, so it's important to her. So Alex is being a good daddy and
try.
So he says, Alex, love what you are doing.
Thank you.
I got a deal on a 2005 Camry
car
for $600. First of all, you can't beat a $600 car.
Not at all.
Especially if it's running 353,000 miles. That's nothing. Says on the dash, mostly highway, maintained well. I think it can go for another 300K. What are your thoughts?
Absolutely. I've seen them cars go the distance. And it's a Toyota. Now, you would have said, oh, I got this Dodge Charger. No shade thrown, but you just don't see Dodge Chargers going 600,000 miles, guys. I've seen them in the high 200s and pushing 3, but you could tell they was on their last legs. But like I said, no shade thrown. Toyotas is known for doing this. Toyota and Hondas, 600, pushing 7.
I mean,
before the engine start kind of making noise.
And I'm gonna say this: if I bought it for $600, I still put an engine in it if I had to. It's $600.
It's worth investing in. At that
for
point.
sure.
So definitely, and she said it was. He or she said it was all good. All highway miles.
Bruce Almighty or whatever. When he was like,
can't get my words out sometimes.
Yeah, but shout out to you for that deal, man. I'm happy for you.
That's wonderful.
Happy for you for real. Yes, it was. Hold on, I got a James A. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, look at that. Appreciate you.
Yeah, we do. Thank you. I always like to take time out and thank y'all. Wonderful. In this economy, every dime helps. So if you're willing to share a few pennies with us, we always appreciate that. Of course, that's not a requirement, guys. Just people like to show love. Nick Bike Light said, I'm going to come in for ABS and AC issue very soon.
Okay, yeah, come on in.
Come on.
We treat everybody like family.
Yep, you know where we at. Joey says, I have a 01 Ford Taurus SE with the 3.0 overhead valve. And I love it.
Told you.
345,000 miles and still kicking.
It's going to go. Them old Ford Tauruses, like people frown up on them because I guess they don't like the styling of them. But at the end of the day, who cares? As long as it's getting you from point A to point B reliably and it's very cheap to maintain. Man, maintaining that car is
cheap parts.
Beautiful.
That's the thing, and like I said, no shade to Camry. Like everybody can't be like the real Joseph family and come up on a $600 Toyota Camry.
Go get yourself a $1,500 Taurus because that's what they're going for.
Them Taurus
to $2,000. A very nice Taurus, low miles.
Yeah, and
they don't go for much.
I used to want a Taurus show when I was young.
Now that's expensive to maintain.
I used to want one of those.
High dollar.
I thought it was the bee's knees.
It is. It's fun, but when it break down, you can't afford to fix it. It's very hard to work on.
I mean, unpopular opinion. It's not my unpopular opinion, but I heard on the internet through different comments that we read, everybody be like, Toyotas are ugly. And it's like, I don't know about these days because them Toyota Camrys
look good. Look at Toyota.
But them older generations, and I was like, dang, they didn't buy a reliable car just because of what it looked like. I guess that's not. I'm not judging. I think that's important to people. It's important to them that their car looks nice.
Yeah, I guess.
So hopefully now that the Toyotas are looking a little bit more sexy, more people will buy them. But you know, it's other cars out there that'll go the distance. Drop Boy J says thoughts on buying a 2011 Buick LaCrosse that needs time and done but still runs.
For some reason the LaCrosses holds up better than the Traverses, and it's easier to repair the timing chain. The Traverse, and the reason I brought up the Traverse because the Traverse shared the same engine as the LaCrosse. With the Traverse and its sisters like the Outlook, the Arcadia, and the Buick Enclave, they're all the same truck. You have to drop. It is very hard to get to service the timing chain. On that, you don't have to. It's just very easy. Which anytime it's easy for a mechanic, it's easier for your wallet. Just make sure you get a very good, high quality timing kit, because part failure is a real thing. And make sure you're dealing with somebody that's gonna uphold their warranty, not some jackleg. Oh, I can do it for $200 and he mess up the job or something go wrong with the parts, and then he's nowhere to be found. Then you're paying how much of a labor again. But yeah, if you can get the car very cheap, I say go for it. I fix them all the time. I see these cars go the distance. They okay in my book. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Our favorite Yeah, you done gave me the. You done gave me the. Can't get right. Our favorite brand to use was Chloe's, but
at one point they was giving us a hard time. I don't know. Straighten up now.
Those chains was just failing. I left from right. I'm like,
yeah, one break on us. I was like, what the world?
But guess what? We had to do it again for free for her under warranty. It is what it is.
I had to go pull the head off because chain broke literally and
catastrophic
bit the valve. I'm like, oh my gosh,
consequential damage.
Had to do all that stuff under warranty.
Yeah, we didn't charge her nothing.
Nope.
But in defense though, like I'm going to we put a policy in place like I forgot what I was gonna say. I don't know if the Traverse has like 200-some thousand miles on it, and you talking about a timing chain, like I don't know, like we're trying to scale back on making.
Well, I done stopped doing the Traverses timing chain.
It's too much. It's the warranty is out of this world. Cristobal, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, buddy.
He says, I also have a 96. Nice. Cristobal, you smart. Yeah, them 90s cars be riding.
Okay. He got a 7.3 though.
7.3 million.
I knew me and you was here. You know, you might be my brother.
A mechanic flaked on the job, but the engine was fully rebuilt. Is it worth putting back together? The front end is apart, including drivetrain components.
I would. That 7.3 is a solid truck. And a lot of people that particular body style is going back up in value. People, reverting back to the older style F250 on up, because it has to be an F250 on up to have that 7.3 in it. But yes, the truck is worth keeping, and as long as the engine is gonna run, because he said what he said, the engine was fully rebuilt. Yeah, if you don't went that far with it, you might as well
put it back together.
Yeah. Find a reliable mechanic that's gonna do you right, and go from there. Sorry that happened to you. That is horrible.
That's what's wrong with the industry now. It's like,
we just had, my wife was going back and forth to this guy talking about some what did he say about I put the Hemi. I redid a whole Hemi for you could redo something for $1,200. I was like, I'm not rebuilding no engine for no $1,200, first of all. And I don't even rebuild engines for the public. I was like, shit, I'm about to send people your way.
It always be.
I'm like,
if you a super tech and you think you can do better and put out better information, make the video yourself then. Just don't use Alex to call out the name to get your boost up. Do it yourself. Like we built this from 72 subscribers. Facebook 0 is over at 100.
Was it at 0?
0.
Wow.
Okay. Brian says Alex has a very welcoming face.
Oh, thank you.
They look like Mr. Rogers.
Oh my gosh.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Oh, man.
Davin says you're almost at 100K subscribers. Alex, keep doing your thing, dude. I know that really came out of nowhere. We're like, oh, okay.
I don't really. My wife, like, oh, that's a big accomplishment.
It is. Do you know what 70,000 people look like?
Yeah, but I'm not in it for the subscribers at the end of the day. I'm really just in it to help you guys. And if that comes with it.
Ain't no shame in my game, baby. I appreciate
my wife. Like, oh yeah,
I appreciate that. You
like, forget what you talking about. I'm bidding for this.
Let me say something.
Not me. I truly like to help people.
That's why we're a team. Because listen here, for the amount of stuff that I have to do to shoot, edit these videos and stuff, I appreciate the YouTube check. Okay, so whatever. Stop yawning because you're gonna make me sleepy now.
Oh man.
And I appreciate it, but at the same time, it's giving value. You know what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm all about.
But thank you for counting. I appreciate you. You loyal, and I appreciate you, Davin, wholeheartedly from me to you. It says Anai Lara. I hope I said that right.
Nice name.
2010 Chevy Malibu. Why does my car kind of shakes?
Giving me vague.
Does it shake when you're hitting the brakes? Yeah. Does it shake at idle?
I would need more information, Laura. And you're gonna be at the very bottom.
No.
Hold on. Hopefully you was here when I answered the other question. That applies to you as well. But should I repeat it?
Go ahead.
Okay. So let's go with the most common shakes. It's going to be tire imbalance. If your tires are not balanced, when you get up to a certain speed, the steering wheel just be shaking, just going down the road, a smooth road. Let's say everything is smooth until you hit the brakes, you're going to have rotor issues. Let's say stuff go to shaking when you apply the accelerator, but when you let off the accelerator, it goes back smooth. And then you're going to have like CV axle or some type of mostly CV axle issues. Let's say the check engine light is on and flashing and you feel something like a shake going through the car. You have a misfire. You can have a bad spark plug, bad injector, bad ignition coil. That's the most common one. Let's see. You can have dry rotted motor mounts that'll cause the vehicle to shake at idle, but very fast and very. I don't want to sound nasty.
More like a vibrate.
Yeah, a vibrate. I'm gonna say a toothbrush. I didn't want to say the other thing.
What, a vibrate?
Yeah.
Sure. We're all grown in here. Oh, well, you know what? We might not.
Anyhow, moving on, but hopefully that helps.
The vehicle vibrates.
Yes.
Look at mine in the gutter now. Unless you want to close out this live. We'll be right back. I just playing.
Short intermission.
Listen, we've been married a long time with 5 kids. Y'all know what's up. QDSB. Sorry about that. QDSB says, hey, Alex, I need with my cluster light, the cluster itself still functioning. It just the light not work. I have swapped the cluster fuse, dimmer switch, and check wiring. Still can't fix it.
I really need to know what vehicle you have because I can't picture anything. I'm picturing so many vehicles in my head, and it'd be hard to kind of help you out without a vehicle face on it. Guys, please, if you put questions, help me out. Help me help you by adding vehicle and more detailed information.
Yeah, because we don't want to go to the next person.
I want to answer all you guys' questions, but sometimes I can't answer them if I don't have enough information, good people.
I got you. Jesus Eduardo Avellaneda.
I know that code. That's another.
I hope I said no. Put some respect on my Spanish skills. I just read that man's whole name out. Jesus.
We know your Spanish is on point. We know you secret from what Cuban or Latin.
No, I'm from the hood, but I love the Spanish language. I really do. He says, "Good afternoon. Can a code P0017 cause my 2013 Dodge Charger from starting?"
Yes, that is that's like a P0016. That's a correlation code dealing with timing. Let me just make sure, because sometimes I got a lot of codes in my head too, and sometimes I mix it up. No, Dodge
Charger.
It's a Dodge Charger, most likely with the Pentastar or something like that, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's a correlation code. Yep, correlation. I would need to know more information. Normally, the Dodge Chargers don't have timing issues like that, unless someone has went in and tried to do the cam and rockers and made the tooth jump, especially on the Pentastar. If that Pentastar is off by a little bit, it will not start. The car will not allow itself to start with timing is off. And I'm pretty sure it can go for other Dodge products too. Please drop your engine too, because some cars have multiple engines. And if you say, oh, I'm having this particular problem, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, which engine do you have? So it helps me when you put your engine in the comments too.
Bobby Blankenship, we appreciate
you. Oh, thank you, Bobby. Blankenship. I like that name. You have to explain that Blankenship to me one day.
What you talking about? Explain. That was his mom and daddy name him.
It's a story behind everything. I'm pretty sure it is. It sounds like one of those names.
Too bad you have a Cummins last name.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Everybody named Davis.
My name is
Jamal Thomas.
Maylene. My last name.
I have a 2018 Kia Sorento 2.4. Thank you for that information, Jamal. Should I replace the map and a MAF sensor? The reason I ask is because I have a lot of black smoke out of the tailpipe.
That's normal coming from that particular engine, because that particular engine is direct injected, and it injects fuel at a very high pressure. So it's almost like a diesel engine. You know how diesel engines roll coal? Well, your modern day direct injected engines will roll coal when you get on them initially, then it clears up. The best thing you can do is for any direct injected engine is do a frequent fuel induction service and try to keep the back of the valves cleaned, because over time the back of the valves will gum up real bad, increasing that black smoke and soot coming out the back tailpipe. Mass airflow sensor and the other sensors will not help you. You will just be wasting money, unfortunately. Just make sure your air filter stay clean. And CDC, I think they make a special product for direct injected engines to run it through the induction service to help break that stuff up. The only proper way to get it completely clean is remove the intake and walnut blast the valves. But we're talking about an expensive service, but sometimes it's needed.
Right. David B, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much.
He says, I got a 2020 Camaro 6.2 with 25,000 miles. It has the AFM. Ooh. Can you please deactivate? Any advice on maintenance? Oh, by the way, the red Camaro got total rip stink.
Oh, man.
Dang, I think I remember him saying that it got totaled. But so you done went and got you another Camaro.
Can I deactivate? I'm personally not gonna do that, because I am in the public eye and the EPA may be watching, and that's illegal to.
Then you got haters that might be snitching, because EPA they pay big money to snitch.
So I personally can't do that, but I'm not. You already know what you need to do. But when you do it, make sure you do it the proper way. Now you can half step and shut the computer down so it won't go into 4-cylinder mode. But the proper way is to change out the cam, do the oil passage block offs for the DOD. Because it's little plugs that you have to plug and go in with all regular lifters. That's the proper way to do it, because you can't. Yeah, you could put regular lifters on the cam that you have now, but that cam is specially tailored to those DOD lifters, and that's just not proper from my research. hopefully that helps.
I know we did one on a Camaro once, and it still failed. Remember?
No.
We got a video on it on YouTube.
No, he did his. It came in failed.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody did the DOD delete, and the lifter still went out. Now, I don't know if that was error. I don't know why, but
I think they may be cheap lifters or whatnot.
Oh, okay. You can't be charging all this money for a delete, and bam, it went out. Bobby Blankenship says, "Hey, Alex."
Hey, what's happening?
Joseph says, "I want to get an oil change to the dealership, and they overfilled a little. Is that common?"
Sometime it is. Just a tad, little bit above the fill line should be okay. I don't recommend it because it's going to be fine. Now, if they put a quart overfilled, what you can get is the oil can start agitating and create air bubbles, and air bubbles can get in the between the bearings and cause scoring. When you no longer having the oil because it's filled in with air, it will start doing engine damage. That's why overfilling is bad, because the oil gets agitated and aerating. It aerates the oil, and oil is not getting in. It's just air, so you start doing engine damage. But we're talking about an extreme overfill here. But if it's just a little bit, you should be perfectly fine.
Nate says, "My speedometer is in the car is running 20 miles per hour behind. I changed the speed sensor and it's still running behind."
You need to make sure your wheels are at the proper size. You probably got some aftermarket wheels on that car. You need to look in the door of your door jamb past driver's side and look at the sticker. It should be like a yellow and white sticker. It's going to give you all your tire size for your car. Or if you don't have that sticker, Google is your best friend and look at the wheels size and make sure you have the right tires. I don't know what vehicle you have or your situation, but that's most likely the cause of speedometer being out of whack. Or you could have gotten a rear end done, something with the drivetrain, transmission, rear end, and it could have been the wrong rear end or wrong transmission gear ratio installed in your car to make it that bad off. Hopefully that helps.
One of my favorites. Thinker outside the box. What's up? What's up?
What's happening, buddy?
Faith. I always screw this up every time he come on
here.
Faith to come, I think. Sup, my ninja?
What's happening?
What's happening? I love it. Dexter says, "I have a TCC torque converter clutch stuck off. Should I change the torque converter or should I check the solenoids?"
From my understanding, it's going to be a solenoid problem. It's like I said, I'm no transmission expert, never claimed to be, but I would start with the solenoid first. And normally that's easier to get to than the torque converter, because the torque converter, you have to separate the transmission from the engine to get to the torque converter. Start cheap, then work your way to expensive.
All right. Oh, hey there says, "Hey, y'all."
Hey.
Must be from the South if you saying y'all. I love it. Brian says, "Alex has a welcoming voice with the face."
Nice. A lot of people been saying that lately. Talking about I should be doing
radio.
Then
we get people say, "Oh, well, you sound like Kevin Hart," which I could see.
Then some people say, "Oh,
you sound like Cat Williams."
Then some people say, "Oh, I sound annoying. I can't stand your voice."
I be like,
okay.
What? I just want to let y'all know we be in here laughing about y'all real bad, and then don't make me go on your page. I be like, okay, this person here is a clown. I love it. But
Thank you though. Thank you for that.
Courtney says, "I have a often say 313. They came out with them. You way ahead of time, baby.
Have a 3013. Oh man. Well, can I get a picture of that? I want to see what the future is like.
Girl, we know what you meant, Courtney. She meant 2013, but
I want to see the 3013.
Can you imagine somebody? Man, I got that 3013
Jeez.
Cyber Camry 200.
That thing must be floating.
She meant 2013. We got you.
That's 100 years from now.
Yeah, man. Hopefully your video still be floating out there, man.
Think about look at them dinosaur cars. What the heck he was doing back then?
Hopefully, man.
Look, it's gonna be like, to us, the video clarity is like super clear, but in the far future is probably going to be like, man, look at that quality. That quality is horrible.
It's going to be a hologram. They're going to do everything.
How people was watching this stuff.
Anyway,
we
Courtney.
digress.
I have a 2013 GMC.
No, 3013.
No, she meant 2013.
No, 30. What'd I say?
Boy, don't make me close the camera down right here, right now.
Go ahead. We got people waiting.
Hold on, y'all. All right, we back. 2013 GMC Terrain keeps saying service stabilitrak and have taken it to 2 mechanics that have done good work in the past. They both said to take it to the GMC dealer. I did, and they say to replace the catalytic converter. Huh? And I did, but it did not fix. Of course not. Yeah, that don't have nothing to do with that. I'm tired of the BD. Maybe she meant BS.
Yeah.
And just want it fixed. What could it be? It runs fine otherwise.
Okay, what comes to mind is make sure first of all, make sure all your tires are the correct size, because that can throw off the stabilitrak issue. Mm-hmm. Another thing that messes up stabilitrak issues are the steering wheel angle sensor. Mm-hmm. That could be giving problems, like the clock spring. Sometimes the clock spring is separate from the steering angle sensor. Sometimes it be all in one unit, and sometimes it just be steering angle sensor and clock spring. I have to look up what you have specifically. Another thing is the ABS control module flips out. I've seen that. Hopefully that helps. I would personally have to look at it for myself. Loose suspension components, maybe like wheel bearings. So make sure your wheel bearings is good. That will affect it. And that's all I can think of right now. Hopefully that kind of leads you in the right direction.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sorry that you took it to the dealer and they...
Sheesh, wasted your money, man.
Crazy. Josh 222 says, I have an 06 Sierra with the 5.3.
Oh, good stuff.
And I have had a refrigerant leak. I put dye in the system. Can't find the leak. Is there any way to see if the evaporator core is leaking without taking the whole dash apart?
Yes. You can check your evaporator core water tube. You can find out where the water tube is coming out from, and check that for green residue. Also, you can buy a sniffer refrigerant leak detector. I have it listed in my Amazon store, the one I recommend. But if you're not using it on the daily, it'll be a waste of money. But you can turn on the blower motor, turn the AC on. Yeah, turn the AC on. Turn the blower motor on and turn it to the floor and stick the sniffer right there at the floor. And if it goes crazy, you most likely have an evaporator core leak.
Excuse me.
And sometimes dye don't show itself. Leak can be so small, it will not show itself. So hopefully that helps.
JDM says, first of all, thank you for the... Yes. Now, JDM, I just knew you about to ask about a JDM car. But it's Ford. But that's okay. Okay. JDM, thank you for the super chat. He says 2018 Ford Focus with code P0299 for underboost. Did a smoke test and found nothing. But the exhaust did have a hole right after the cat. Is that it?
Normally that wouldn't cause an underboost. An underboost is normally related to a defective let me gather my thoughts. I stay teaching this stuff to my guys, and I drew a blank right now. Wastegate. Wastegate on older design cars, but this is an 18, so most likely you have a variable geometry turbo, and it uses a little rod that controls these veins in it, and something could be going on with the variable geometry actuator. Because those type of turbos can control the speed of the turbine, controlling the boost on demand. The variable geometry turbos are amazing when they work, because with your old style, I'm kind of digressing here because I like talking about turbos.
I'm like, he about to go on a rant.
With your old style turbos, you use a wastegate system where it opens this little flap and the exhaust gases bypass the turbine wheel. But with those style systems, you have to kind of build the boost, and it doesn't have good boost off the line. But with the variable geometry turbo, it's like taking those little pinwheels, right?
Yeah.
And if you blow in it a certain way, it's not going to speed up. But if you kind of turn it, angle the wind, how you're blowing at it, it'll turn real fast. So that's how variable geometry turbo work. It directs the airflow on the turbine, and it's able to slow it down, speed it up, all kind of stuff. And most likely your actuator is frozen, or the vanes are stuck or something like that. You just have to run some tests to get down to the root cause if you don't have no leaks. But you say you did a smoke test, so that's normally a good way to try to find boost leaks.
All right, shout out to you for testing.
Yes,
that's
for
important.
Sure.
Michael Cassidy says, "Hey guys, what do you think about the turbo Tacomas?"
First off, it's a Toyota. It's a Tacoma. I had the pleasure of driving one of those trucks. The only new trucks that I see, well, the only newer vehicles I see coming through my shop is for a gas tank drain, because these military people or veteran people have to ship their cars, and I get a lot of new cars in, and I got the pleasure of seeing one of those, and it's got some power, man.
They bring them to us to siphon the gas out, because they can only have a certain amount to ship it. And they're shipping them all over Germany, Guam, wherever. So,
I haven't heard too many issues about them. You normally don't hear too many issues about Toyota in general. But if I was you, I would do my research further. Me personally, I haven't heard anything, but that does not mean there's issues with it. Now, with any type of turbo vehicle, it will require special maintenance to upkeep that thing. You have to use the best oil. You just have to maintain it in a certain type of way. So do your research, and sometimes it can be a little bit higher on maintenance costs versus a regular NA car. So consider that when buying it.
All right, that's for me. I'm texting our daughter to check on my meal that I'm cooking in there. But while we're doing that, listen, it's about 113 of y'all across both platforms. Can we get a few more likes and clicks to show your appreciation? All you got to do like this. Boop. We ain't asking for nothing else. We just want, it helps the algorithm. Let the computer people who control it, I guess.
The computer people.
Let them know that we're doing some quality stuff over here. All right? So just hit that like button for me. I appreciate you so much. See, people out here listening. See, that's why I love y'all so much, really. Vinny G says, are all catalytic converters the same for a specific model auto? I've seen prices vary widely. Is there a difference? So he's saying for the same car, are they the same? Different? No. I'm going to say no, because your MagnaFlow may cost a little bit more than your, what's the one everybody like?
I don't know.
MagnaFlow Dorman. They got their brand, and you got the OEM. So,
well, it's definitely different catalytic converters for different cars, different material makeups in those catalytic converters.
But he's talking about for the same car. He's saying I guess he's price matching for the same car. Oh, he
did say the same.
Yeah.
Yes, it's going to be a very wide price, especially if you're looking on the internet. Please do not go out and buy your catalytic converter off the internet. Some sources are great on the internet, but you really got to know what you're doing and what you're looking at. What I would suggest for you is to go to an auto part place where you'll get some type of warranty and get a direct fit. Do not go with a universal. It'll say universal in the name. If you get a universal, it's not going to last. And sometimes it takes, dang it, what's the word I'm looking for? Fabrication. You have to cut on certain things that was never meant to be cut to add that particular cat. So make sure you get direct fit and get a good quality part. Or if you're trying to save, just go to the auto parts store and get a part that's in your budget with a warranty on it.
Now, I will say this, if it's a Chevrolet or GM product, though.
Yeah, you can't.
Right now, go to the dealership only. We haven't been having much success with aftermarket catalytic converters.
On newer Chevys.
Yes, please, newer Chevys. And we've even talked with the parts vendors, and everybody is saying the same thing right now.
Too many comebacks.
So it's just best to get that OEM part. Please stop yawning before you make me fall asleep.
Ooh, man.
Now I'm gonna start yawning. Watch what I say.
I had one of them relaxed days.
I'm just saying you just woke up.
That don't mean that.
You're gonna give me the yawnies, man, and I don't want it. All right, but yeah, so that's a little tidbit on that. We heard it straight from the parts vendor, guys. So you got a newer Chevy or GM right now, dealership only till we find out otherwise. Or if you know otherwise, comment below. Let us know.
We don't know everything.
D Auto says, when checking for a short in a wire fuses with a test light, do you check it with the engine in the on position?
Normally when I check for wires, especially shorts, I will just depending on where's the short, it just depends. Sometimes I do check it in the on position and I wiggle the harness around, and sometimes it'll show its butt, and once it does show its butt in a particular place, I then turn the car off and start checking the wires at question. Whether that's running a continuity test, visually inspecting the wires, things like that.
All right, cool. Gary B says, I got a 2020 Jeep Grand Cherokee and the glove box latch is busted. How can I get it open with the broken latch?
Ooh. That's something personally I would have to take a look at myself.
What would you do? Close your eyes. What would Alex do? Alex gonna get in that glove box.
I get it open. I would have to see the makeup of the workings. Every latch is different. Normally what I do is shine a light up in there and kind of put it back together in my head and be like, oh, okay, this is how this works. This is what this is controlling. And then I'll take a screwdriver or some needle nose pliers and manually push the latch, the broken part to release the lock. But that's something personally I have to see for myself. Bill Gates, my guy,
says, yo, where you been? I told you people be checking. Hey, where you been at over here?
Bill. I really appreciate
he says, I've been suffering withdrawals, not giving y'all super chat. Didn't I tell y'all Bill had that money? Bill got that money over there. I'm telling you. Alex, what is the easiest way to make an exhaust quieter on a Charger? Can I just change the diffuser, or does the whole exhaust need to go back OEM?
What you can do is add, it just depends on how quiet you're trying to do. If you're trying to get the loud, annoying droning out, you will put a resonator in place and that'll help with the droning. If you're trying to get it back quiet, almost to OEM quiet, then you have to put a muffler in place. You don't have to change out the whole exhaust. They sell aftermarket mufflers to fit your need and noise. Sometimes you'd be like, I don't want the stock sound, but I want a little bit more growl when I get on it. But when I'm not on it, I want it to be stock sounding. That's the type of person I am. When I'm just driving normal, I don't want to hear all that noise. But when I really get on it, I'm like, yeah, there she go. There's the beast waking up. So it just depends. What I would do if I was you, I would go to, I know in our local area, we have Summit. I would go talk to an exhaust specialist, place that sells exhaust, and tell them exactly what you're looking for in noise. And they will suggest the right exhaust to fit your needs. I mean, the right muffler.
Right.
Or resonator.
Thank you for your support, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.
Always. Not just for the super chat, but you be showing up.
Yeah,
all of y'all. A lot of common names that I see in here, really.
I love it, man.
Yeah, we love you guys for real, though. And that's real, though. Let me start freestyling in here.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, here we go. Facebook Tanya Womack says, what causes misfiring? I have a 2015 Hyundai, whatever, Sonata Sport. Took to the dealership a year ago, was getting oil in the spark plug area. But now I don't have much oil. Yeesh. Dealership said a new engine. I change the spark plugs about once a month or two. What would like to bring to your shop soon? Come through. Are you in Atlanta area?
Well, she has a Hyundai. I'm gonna tell her the same thing the dealership told her. You need an engine. Those Hyundais go through engines like it's no tomorrow for some reasons, 4 cylinders. But to answer your question, what causes misfires? In your case,
oil and spark plug will cause it.
Well, it was probably a leaking valve cover and the oil was getting into the spark plug wells. So they fixed that. But if she having to change out spark plugs, that means the engine is burning oil and fouling out the spark plugs, and that will cause misfires. That's a worn out engine. Piston rings, valve seals. I haven't really looked into Hyundai engine like that because every time they come through, I never really replace one because it's always under some type of extended warranty.
And we always send them to the dealership to get that free work. So they're known for consuming oil.
I don't know 15. I don't know. The Hyundai is weird because you can have an 18 and be like, oh, that doesn't fit in our warranty thing, even though the car that's a year older have the same engine, it fits under their warranty. Hyundai is like, I don't have nothing good
to put it into perspective for you, Tanya. My aunt has a Hyundai Sonata.
Yeah.
Hyundai Sonata. She on her second engine. Like she needs to have it replaced again. The first one was
just
replaced.
Had it replaced.
The first one, like in the last 2 years, 3 years.
Look, I drove her car to my shop because she wanted to do some stuff to it. And I was scared the whole way to the shop. Like, please don't let this car blow up on me. Please. It sounded like a diesel. I'm like, oh, I forgot to check the oil. When I pulled off, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm driving around no oil. But when I got to the shop, it did have oil on the dipstick. It's just the engine is worn smack out again. And it probably don't even have 100,000 miles on it.
They are known for consuming oil. So now y'all know sometimes the dealership be lying, but in this case, they probably telling you right. But like I said, she got like what, 2015?
No, she got your auntie got 11 or 12 or something.
Maybe a 13, 14.
Yeah, somewhere up in there.
Anyway, she on her second motor and engine, whatever, and
she don't care. She just ride.
She said that car is her baby. But if you're in Atlanta, we love to take a look at it.
I can give you a second opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. For sure. We want to make sure you're making wise decisions with your car. Samuel Adams checking in from Chi-Town.
Nice. Chicago in the house.
Bobby Blankenship says, got a cat code in bank 1. What does that mean?
It could mean several things. The most common is you need a catalytic converter if you have high miles. But now all hope is lost because if you're due for a tune-up, you may want to do your spark plugs and do a fuel induction service. And sometime by doing that will get rid of the cat codes for you guys. Yes, just that simple. Because cat codes is directly related to the spark plug. All a catalytic converter does is it's like a filter. It's like a house filter. What happens when a house filter gets clogged up or our house is very dirty, the filter get clogged up quicker. Or if it's, so that's what a car does. If the spark plugs is not burning all the fuel, it just can't filter all that stuff out. If the upper end of your engine is all gunky and stuff, a dirty engine pollutes more and the catalytic converter have to work overtime. So that's what that fuel induction service is going to do for you. It's going to clean the upper end of the engine of all the gunk and crud, and cleaner running engine is a happier engine and the catalytic converter is happy.
Speaking of filter, it's time to change the filter season.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Thank
you. But hopefully to answer your question.
Look, I just be adding to that honeydew list. Okay,
have a lot
I don't care. I need it done ASAP. Matthew Carpenter, thank you for the super chat, my dear.
Appreciate that.
He says, I 6.1 swapped my 2013 Dodge Charger. Okay, you showing out, Matthew. I have it driving, but can't go over 3,500 RPMs. And am getting a P0344 code. Could it be because I'm using a 13 RT cam sensor and an 06 engine? Why are they different?
Yeah, that definitely could be the issue. But when doing a swap, because that is an older style engine, in 13 they was running the 6.4 SRT engine. I see you don't went back to the good old days. Good choice, by the way. Hopefully you did the computer. You swapped over the computer as well. But to answer your question, yeah, if it's throwing that code, that the signals may be off, something they probably changed that's different and it's throwing everything off. I don't know how far you went with this, but if it was me, I would have used the computer out the other vehicle and the wiring harness and merged it into the 13 model. Yeah, I don't do too many swaps on Dodge. I'm just now starting to get into it, so I can't answer your question 100%, but that's most likely what's going on.
I was say we about to. Should I tell them the secret, or want me to hold for the big reveal? Hold off to the big release. Yeah, stick around for that. It's gonna be fun, guys.
Yeah, I'm about to start doing Dodge stuff.
More Dodge stuff. Look at my favorite people in here. TJ Soul.
Oh, look at that.
Thank you for the super chat. Our peeps are back. We missed y'all. Love Michael and Tanya. Gotta catch the replay. We late to a party. Go on, girl. Go ahead now. Y'all be out there. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourselves. Lethal comprehension.
Oh, nice.
You like how I comprehended that? I knew that the 3 was an E, okay? And I was able to read that. You see what I'm saying? Right here, baby. Right here. Alex, blessings to you and your beautiful family.
Man, thank you for
Keep doing what you're doing, fam. Keep spreading that love and light. Yes, yes. Let's get to that 100,000 subs and more. Hey.
Thank you. I love the support over at YouTube.
So sweet, guys. Love you guys, man. Really. All right. Let me get back.
The love is real.
It is. It really is. That's why I was like, and he said love and light, and I appreciate that too. We try to share a little light. I was telling the crew we had a shop meeting, and I was like, listen, guys, everybody ain't happy to come to the auto repair place. So let's make sure we're the most hospitable. Let's make sure we're more kind and welcoming, because like it's not like calling Carnival Cruise. You excited to get them folks that money. Yeah. You ain't excited to come see Alice Conduct like that.
That's what I tell everybody. I'm like, I know you're not excited to come here, but I'm gonna take real good care of you.
Yeah, man. Be gentle. Be kind. Give them that Southern hospitality. Jordan says, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Car Doctor.
Hey, Jordan.
Hey, Jordan. I wish you were close to me. I live in Tucson, Arizona. Oh, man. All I think about is hot.
Yeah. Ooh, that heat.
I can't even do. You know what? I don't like complaining about how hot it is in Georgia to the our western people, because they be like, that ain't even hot. Come to Texas. I'd be like, no, thank you.
We might visit Arizona one of these days.
Definitely on the list. He says, I have a 2013 Dodge Charger and a 2000 Chevy Silverado, and both having issues. And I enjoy watching your channel. Keep up the good work. Oh, thank you, Jordan. And I hope your cars, tell them I said act right. Sometimes you got to talk to the car, okay?
Definitely.
Like, listen here, car, okay? I need you to patch up your own oily. I need you to get me around the corner.
That's a long shot.
All right. Now, I don't want to mess this up. So I'm going to say, ooh, see, she's Perez. So the J could be the Spanish J, which make a huh sound. I don't know.
Don't get me to lie.
Is it Junacili or Unacili? And I could be saying the cadence wrong. Anyway, Senorita. Or I don't know. I have a 08 Ford Taurus.
Yeah, look at the miles.
It's Taurus night. It's Taurus night.
Taurus night.
Because these folks are showing you they got these Ford Tauruses with bukus of miles. They can
go the distance, I'm telling you.
With 261,845 miles with the check engine light on for a few months now.
Jeez.
Still riding.
Still going the distance.
I ain't
Get
mad
that check engine light looked at though.
Now listen, look.
Look, some people I don't want to know.
Look. All right. The only reason why we say that is because you only get one check engine light. You just want to make sure ain't nothing, another code done through.
Yeah.
Even though you pulled the check engine light code before, make sure that's still the only one. But I ain't mad at you, baby. Sometimes folks ain't got no money. They just riding and ain't leaving you on the side of the road. Go ahead and get where you got to go, okay? Till you can do better. Otis Shelley. Hey, Otis.
What's happening, Otis?
Good evening, car doctors. Good to see you.
Yeah. Nice to be seen.
Having trouble timing an 02 Mazda Millennia 2.5 V6.
Oh, I remember those.
Do you have a video? When I release the tensioner, my mark is always off on the left, just a little.
I know sometimes I would have to see what's a little. Sometimes the car will calibrate itself. Sometimes there's nothing you can really do. I would like to see a picture. Could you shoot me a picture to my Instagram and I will let you know if it's normal or not?
Mm-hmm.
I would be happy to help you.
Of course, Otis ain't new here. He true here. Send us a picture, Otis, right quick now before everybody, when you can.
Yeah.
The messages on there is like, I would tell Alex, I can't help you, baby. I cannot help you. The car wash channel of Northern PA and Ohio.
I love it.
That's what's up. Now I need to go on there because I need to watch. I'm trying to do better about washing my car. So let me go ahead and look at his channel. It says, what you think of Subaru? Oh, great. As long as it's not the Tribeca.
Oh, yeah, that Tribeca was.
But he says, I have a legacy with 194,000 miles and have had no issues.
You're not. The only issue you're going to have out of that Subaru, depending on what year you have, is the head gasket leaking oil. And for the most part, it don't even cause any problems. It just be seeping oil from the head gasket. Sometimes it bothers people. Sometimes people don't even care and they never know they have a head gasket leak until they look down there and be like, oh man, my head gasket is seeping oil. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Here's the thing. Fun fact. When I first met Alex, I'm a teenager, okay? Living up in
Looks like he got a cool channel.
I'm finna follow him right now. He's got 114 videos, 206 subscribers. We're gonna make it 207.
Yep.
Now listen. When I first met Alex, right now, mind you, this is Atlanta, 2006.
Nobody drove super.
Hood-ish. Okay. I met him at AutoZone or whatever. He wanted to take me out on the first date. Now we 17 and 18 or whatever. And I never knew what kind of car he drove till he came to get me. I was like, he got a station wagon? He almost got dumped. I'm like,
because I had a station wagon.
I don't know about this. I ain't never, but he had this black Subaru, was it Legacy?
Yeah, it was a Legacy.
Wagon. And he had these blue flashing lights. And that was the first time I had really ever seen a Subaru. But now a lot of people are picking up on them. The top three cars I'm going to say is Honda, Toyota, and Subaru.
Yeah. A lot of important people drive Subarus in Atlanta.
Yeah. In Atlanta, all the doctors and lawyers, whatever, you see most of the Subarus, they got Emory stickers on the back because they doctors and nurses and stuff like that.
I'm getting my daughter a Subaru for her first car.
Yeah. Well, her second car. When she graduates and start her life, we're gonna take her over to Stivers Subaru and get her a nice new Forester. Ain't she blessed to have good parents like us? Cause my mama was like, oh no, Shawty, you gotta buy your own car.
She been taking care of her little Jeep. I didn't think she was.
But I'm proud of her. I told her, don't make me no grandparent. I want to be an old grandma, not a young one. And get your grades, do your grades. And she, for the most part, we have no problem. So we will reward her with a new Subaru. And you can get a lot of bells and whistles for less.
Like Subaru value for the money is like top tier.
Yeah.
You can get almost fully loaded Subaru for like $30,000.
Shout out to Johnny Stivers Subaru. Okay. Alex used to work there. Cut me a deal when I come. All right, now. Be humble. That's right. Be humble, man.
I love that name.
Hello, Alex and Mrs. Alex. LOL. Hey.
Hey, what's happening?
What's going on? Siobhan. Just giving a tip for any Infinity Nissan. We love it. Come on. Mm-hmm. If you get a P0420 code and can't pass emission, replace the gas cap first before changing the cat converter out. Putting Seafoam or Catalytic in. Yes, and yes.
Yep, that stuff
Thank you.
Work.
Thank you. Especially because we made a video about the seafoam and it was so controversial. They was like, oh, well, it doesn't clean the... I was like, you got to clean... Alex was like, you got to clean the system. So, Siobhan, thank you for that tip. And we always love it when other techs or whoever, if you got something to contribute to the community, don't hesitate to write it in the chat.
Sometimes people are so quick to judge a 60-second video. Ask questions or add to the community.
Yeah.
Say, hey, you know, this will help even more. And I'm like, oh, great, thank you. You're helping my people, you know, and that's what it's all about, helping people, not trying to bring people down.
For sure. Jose Rodriguez says, hello, my beautiful folks.
Hey, what's happening, Jose?
Hold on, this is my good side.
I don't have no good side. I got a big
baby, your whole face is good, baby. You look good. You like a little mechanical snack. I like it.
Yum. Like I tell Autumn.
Look, your beard coming back. I hate it.
What you mean?
Because Alex leaves for work before I do. And I got to work one day and I was like, where's your beard? Oh, I shaved it this morning. Ain't nobody told you to do that. Ain't nobody told you to do that, man.
Be getting out of hand sometimes.
Brian Glenn says, I just hit 5,000 miles on my 23 Toyota Venza. I'm hoping it will last 300K or more. Man,
I never see them things in the shop. That little crossover minivan thing is wonderful. Listen, I don't know what to call it. Is it an SUV? Is it a minivan? It's unique. It's a crossover. I think that's what they call
it. Okay. I'm sorry. I was parenting from the phone here. Okay, Zerby Ray. I hope I said that right. Hey, y'all. I just bought a 2011 Ford Escape with 80,000 miles. Seems to be in good shape. But what kind of maintenance should I be looking to do around 100,000 miles?
Oh yeah, you at 80. You're about to be hit with a wazoo of maintenance items. Normally all your big maintenance items come around between 70 to 100. I don't know. You have to look in the. They don't really put the intervals in the owner manuals anymore. What do you suggest?
Me? You asking me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I guess I would Google the service intervals.
Yeah, because it's
in
what I say about the manual, folks. If you
they used to put like the service intervals. Okay, at this mileage, at 50,000 miles, check this. It used to be another little booklet that come along with your car, but I haven't been seeing that lately.
You can definitely Google it, Zerby, and see when you come to
our
our
system
shop,
tell us.
Our system as a service writer. Well, I don't really write service as much as I used to because we have Shan now, but we have a good practice of if the customer's in this, I can click something and it tells me what could be due at that mileage for that customer. So that's how we find out at work. But just Google it, and kudos to you for wanting to know that and being knowledgeable to know that, hey, I need to do preventive maintenance on my car. But you are at that age where you about to run into some stuff that you finna have to do. So yeah, Google is your friend on this one for sure. Yeah. Type in your year, make, model, and type in service interval, and that ought to show you what you got to do, love. But good luck. You know, your car, treat your car right, it'll treat you back. Okay. Bobby Blankenship. You know what? The name Blankenship, Bobby. Are you related to Fred Blankenship? And I know that's a crazy question, right? But he be on the news here in Atlanta, right? And Blankenship, that's a common name. Let me know, because he be jamming on the news. Says, hey, Alex, I got a 2019 Ford Fusion with the P0420 Bank 1. Do I replace the cat?
I would bring the car up to speed first, meaning spark plugs, fuel induction service. I'll try that first. I normally always recommend trying that before jumping straight to a cat, especially if you got like between, let's say, 100 to 140,000 miles. That cat could potentially not be bad. Car just need to be brought back up to speed. I think I went more into details. I don't know if you caught that earlier. I'm kind of assume you've been here with me and caught what I said earlier.
Tavon Cummings says, hey, y'all. Okay, so had a terrible experience yesterday with my 08 Saab. First of all, shout out to you for driving a Saab, okay? 93 OT 219,000 miles. Driving an hour home from St. Cloud to get to Minneapolis. Being almost 5 minutes from home and come to a stop. Let me see if I see some more from him.
Dang, I want to know the rest.
Right. You done got me hooked.
Man.
You done got me
hooked. Me invested.
I don't see your name.
Oh, man.
Well, I hope. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Yeah.
See how I be doing y'all right. Yesterday, terrible experience. Shutting off completely at 20 miles per hour stop. The car just shut off and the drivers speculated it might be a crank sensor or ECU. Battery and grounds are good.
I'm pretty sure it's throwing a check engine light code. I would love to know what that was. Right now, I don't have anything for you off the top of my head.
Yeah, especially with the Saab, because there's already a lot of Saabs.
Yeah, too many Saabs.
If it's got a code, let us know. And we would love to know what that is to help you, Tavon. Or Taven. Terry says, hello, Mr. Car Doctor. Hey, I'm in Mapleton, Georgia.
No, not too far.
That's next, though. I have a 92 Chevy G20. Would you mind adjusting the distributor and installing a fuel pump for me?
It's a little bit out my range of working on, though. Because Shan, like,
Shan be telling y'all no. It's up to you. You the boss.
I know. It's just an adjustment.
I'm going to say, yeah, call the shop. We don't work on cars with
99
and under. But it's
because sometimes it's hard to get parts for them particular vehicles. But this is a Chevy, and normally they keep making parts, and it's easy to get parts for Chevys.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say yes, Terry. I will drop your name with Shan so she can know to let you in. All right, because everybody else be like, nope, can't help you.
Or just if my wife forget to tell her, you just say, hey, I spoke with you.
Yeah. I ain't gonna forget. I can text her right now. I'm say, Shane, don't open this text till tomorrow, but because I don't like texting them when they off. You know what I'm saying? Assured One Mobile Mechanic ATL. That's what I'm talking about. Atlanta, man.
Ooh, yeah.
Car Doc family, what's going on? How was the camping trip?
Oh man, it was
just checking in. Listen, okay, so we did vlog a little bit on TikTok. I didn't put it on YouTube because I'm not really sure if our YouTube family want to know or even care. Y'all let us know, and I'll start.
They're gonna cuss you out. Of course we want to know.
But TikTok, they be want to know what the camp setup look like.
Oh, please let us know. I'm like, do more vlogs. I'm like, I thought y'all want to see automotive stuff.
Yeah, we don't want to
invested in my personal life.
We don't want to skip the car content because that's not what y'all subscribe for. I guess I don't know. Enlighten me, but we're doing all right.
We're open ears to suggestions.
Yeah, thank you for checking in with us. How's business? I hope business is going good for you.
He's a mobile mechanic, man. That man, he's still.
I know the weather been rainy lately. Raining, water main bust downtown. You heard about that?
Somebody was floating down the street in a tube.
I was like Atlanta, try to look like Dubai, floating down the street. So I hope business is going good for you, sweetie. James A says, my car broke today, and whenever I press the accelerator, it just revs the engine and kind of moves a little.
Sounds like you got a Nissan or a transmission problem.
But not really much at all. Any help would be appreciated. I love the channel. Yeah, definitely sounds like transmission.
Yeah, only thing I can suggest is it's probably time for a transmission replacement. But I appreciate the love and sorry about the bad news.
Yeah, and this is just without any year, make, model. This is just what's coming to the top of our head.
Well, yeah, definitely.
You get in there and hit that gas, that car ain't going.
Yeah, I'm about 100% sure it's transmission because you're saying it's kind of moving a little bit, trying to inch along. It's just nothing.
Sorry, James. I love you. BJ, thank you for the super chat.
Thank you so much, man.
Hi, Alex and Wifey. Love y'all's content. It's very informative and down to earth. I wish every mechanic was like you.
Appreciate it.
You know what?
Look at the love.
It's hard to be fake. It's easy to keep it real. You know what I mean?
My motto is this. You tell one lie, guess what? You got to tell a million more. And my mind capacity, I just can't take that.
I can't remember.
I can't remember. It's just, I don't have time for that. I'd rather just fix it. If I break something, I'm going to fix it. Sometime I tell, sometime I won't. But most of the time, I'm like, hey, I broke this. Just know I took care of it for you.
Yeah, it's funny. Some customers don't want to know. They wanted you to fix.
They just want me to fix.
And some we just let you
read
know.
The situation. Well, this type of person that wouldn't care as long as their car is fixed.
All right, for sure. I mean, I remember Kim White. His stuff accidentally got thrown away, and I bought all of it.
Oh yeah, that was horrible. I'm like,
he didn't care. Man. He was happy riding down the street. I was like, man,
$600 dang on dollars.
This man got new motor mounts, knew this, knew that.
I knew everything. Man.
I was cleaning the shop. I didn't know. Man. That ain't his fault. We gotta pay for it. We gotta pay for it. It's simple.
Threw it away.
For sure. Shout out to him, man. We love you, Kim. Spend good money with us. We always appreciate that. But it's easier to keep it real.
Keep our doors open so we can continue doing good work out here. That's what it's really all about.
For sure.
You know, I hate to charge people, but at the end of the day, everybody needs a good mechanic. That I recently learned.
No, I had to get doors open. I had to get on Alex about that when we started, and I was like, listen, the rent is $5,000. You can't just be giving stuff away. This not mobile mechanic Alex anymore. We have overhead to take care of. We have staff that we have to take care of. We had 3 power bills. I explained that at another time. And we here to make money, and we're not going to be apologetic about that. You know what I mean? And most of the time, a good customer wants their car serviced correctly and properly, and they don't mind paying. So
and they want a good warranty. Warranty is everything.
Oh yeah, 2-year warranty. We give or 24,000 miles, whichever one comes
first. It pays off. It really does.
So you know what I'm saying? We be out here keeping it real and telling the truth.
Guys, we got like coming down to 10 more minutes.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm
finna try to haul butt.
If I can get back to where I was, that would be great. Here we go.
I'm trying to get to this dinner table tonight.
Okay, I cooked or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little meal, little home cooked Southern. You know what I'm saying?
What's on the menu tonight?
You're gonna be surprised.
I want the filter fish.
I ain't know, man. Get out of here.
Man. Come on, let's do this.
All right, Peyton Falk says
it's Taurus night.
It's Taurus night. Where are y'all coming with all these Tauruses all of a sudden? I ain't seen no Taurus on the road in a while now. I love it. It says, hi, have you ever replaced the converter Y pipe on the 04 Taurus? Some exhaust shops won't do it. I have never heard that before.
That's odd. What?
Might be a sticky situation.
No, it's just probably rusted. Okay, just replace it. It's not hard. I don't know what to say about that. It is kind of weird, but
I don't know. It might be a situation.
Or they can't find the parts.
Yeah, that probably is.
It is an 04, and that pipe, the particular pipe, it is weird to get off. It's very strange. It's kind of a pain, but still, I've taken one down. So yeah, I don't know why they're not doing it. It's off shop literally, but anyway.
All right.
Strange.
Matt Gray says, looking at a 2021 Alfa, I don't know how to pronounce that.
Stevio.
We don't work on a lot of Alfa Romeos.
Yes, we do. I think.
What are they?
They're in Fiat, Alfa, all that is one car. All one company.
ADLP is on this car, mileage in the low 200s.
20s.
20s?
2000s.
Oh.
20,000s.
I don't know.
No,
he cleared it up. 2023. 20, low 20,000s. Any input?
With that particular car, you're gonna have a hard time finding people to work on it. Maintenance may be very high for you. I'm trying to think. Is Stellantis make Alfa? Because I know they make Fiat. And the Italian brands, they confuse me sometimes which umbrella they fall under. So, I kind of work on them disguised as Dodge all the time. Who makes Alfa? Let's see. Let me look it up. But my answer to you is right. You're gonna have a hard time finding people that's gonna work on it, and sometimes, maintenance can be high. Who makes Alfa?
Let's see. Fiat Chrysler.
Yep, Fiat. Yeah. So I apparently I work on that car all the time. It's just disguised as Maserati and Dodge and Fiat. So I'll probably be very comfortable under the hood of that particular car, because it's probably no different than the Fiats and stuff I work on a daily, and Maseratis and stuff. So, and yeah, they can be kind of a pain to maintain.
All right, guys, listen here. I'm gonna take about a couple of more. I'm gonna just try to Trina Wilson, because she got a couple of them here. She says, I love your content.
Thank you.
Do you still have the two cats?
They're not going anywhere, and they're eating me out of a house and a home. Literally, like
Harry and Oreo are doing just fine. And she says, I just found out I need new rotors for my Chevy. Important. Mm-hmm. And if you're gonna do the rotors, do the brakes too.
Make sure you do those brake pads.
All right. What do you think about the M35X Infinity?
Pretty good. I don't see too many issues out of it. Try to find one that's not been dogged out.
All right, blessing. Love your content, David Flores. Terry Fisher says, what year model of vehicle do you not work on?
I don't work on.
That's a funny question.
Yes, it is a funny
He work on everything.
Yes.
However, for the public, we stop at
German cars.
Yeah.
Because the customers are weird. It's not the cars, it's the customers. See,
we hate to be stereotypical.
Yeah. But it is what it is, because most of your people who buy European cars is going to take it straight to the dealer and nothing else, nothing more. The people who's going to mom and pop shops are trying to save money, and I'm not the shop for that. And I always go back and forth with them about maintaining and putting quality parts on your car. You know what? I'm just tired of it, so I stopped working on them.
Yeah,
that's
for sure.
That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, man. I tell y'all about the lady who ordered her door locks off of Amazon for her Mercedes and got mad because it was a fitment issue. So she was the last straw. We was like, you know what? We ain't even about to be doing this for nobody.
Trying to help you out.
For sure.
Because really, you're supposed to be spending $600-700 on a whole.
Yeah, then she lied and said, oh well. I said, well, ma'am, I called a dealership. You're not even supposed to be fixing it. You got to buy the whole door panel. It's literally plastic welded in place. It's not made to be serviced. All right. So Ralph, listen. My brother. Yeah, he is. What's up, Ralph? Blazing Sire says, Alex is so good. He is doing diag on future cars. Exactly. Courtney got that 3013. 3013. Listen. Future cars. They got 4 more minutes. I know, right? I'm trying to get to everybody, but I'm just clicking at this point. Dennis, I just want to say, hey, Fat Dutchman here 70s today with thunderstorms in Minnesota. Everyone hit thumbs up. Keep up all the great works that you and your wife do. Thank you so much. Day in and day out. Thank you. He is like literally my favorite. Hi, John in the house. We'll take it. On a 2011 Jeep Grand Cherokee Loretto, the vehicle's temp spiked all the way up, then started to drop all the way down. Stayed there before dying. Coolant leak, 14 codes. Where should I start? Ooh, I'm about to say it sounds like with a combustion test. Yeah, it sounds like a coolant issue. Yeah. 14 codes. I'll start with a combustion test first. Test. Yeah, make sure the head gasket is not blown. For sure. Then go from there. Yeah. Then with the coolant leaks, then with the codes. Yeah. And then hi John, let's message Alex later, tell us some of the codes. Yeah, I would like to know. Man, what you be working on over there, John? What you got going on? Thumbs it up, y'all. We appreciate it so much. We're kind of just skipping through now because we're like 3 more minutes on here. Yeah. I got to go and feed my children. Belinda says you guys are great. Thank you so much. Okay, here you go. Alex Rodriguez. What year is the most reliable Mini Cooper in the 2nd generation? I don't follow BMW like that. But if I had my consumer reports, I did see a good reliable year of the BMW, but I just don't have it in front of me right now to let you know. So I won't be able to answer that question, unfortunately. I mean, I haven't heard of a reliable Mini Cooper. I have. Consumer reports have it. Yeah, but that's for the current year. But that's not. You gotta wait a year or two to even. So if the consumer report says that 2024 is a good reliable year, I wouldn't trust that. I would wait till 2025 or 26. Makes sense. Then check that. I don't like any Mini, to be honest with you, but people like them. And
They like having problems, I guess.
I don't know. We're gonna get back to you on that one. I'm gonna let us research, boo. We're gonna find out. Zorion says, I hope I said that right. And if I did, it's a beautiful name. Good night, Alex and Mrs. I am 21 and I am looking to become a mechanic. I have limited experience. I can do oil, brakes, etc. Do you have any advice for the young budding mechanic?
We have plenty of advice. You want to take it from the top?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, if you love doing it, do it. Alex, I tell you one thing. I met Alex before he was Alex the car doctor, obviously. And
that was Alex the joke.
I wouldn't say that. He's always been mechanically inclined and very talented person. But nothing gave him experience like mobile mechanicking.
Yeah. Being out there on your own, had to figure something out, because I wasn't the mobile mechanic that will run off on a job that I got scared of. I would actually stay and fix it and actually uphold my warranty for people to keep my name good.
Right.
Most mechanics, mobile mechanics, I'm in over my head. Let me block this person and run off with their money. No.
Right. Exactly. No.
Always tell the truth.
Yeah. Do you love it? And if you love it, you can go work at a shop. Hopefully they'll give you a chance. Like, we just hired a guy. Well, he's been with us a couple of months now. And this is his first job, but I could tell he's naturally talented and mechanically inclined.
If you don't like talking about cars, this ain't the stuff for you.
But he's good,
He
and
like talking about it. He just eat and breathe this stuff. He go home and play Mechanic Simulator, and
now that's a good game. No, and we ain't playing either.
The
for
Mechanic
real.
Simulator is very realistic.
Game. Yeah. Just if you're 21 and you love it. Now, a lot of people steer you away from the industry because of the money. But there are ways that you can make money in this industry, just sometimes not as a flat rate tech. So
hopefully that helps.
Hey, don't say if you got limited experience, just build on that experience. Get out there and start, practicing, learning new things. See, right now y'all got YouTube.
Oh yeah.
That's right now, if you're mechanically inclined in YouTube, you got anything. YouTube now. Back then YouTube wasn't about what it is now.
Pull out that Shelton manual and read.
Get it. But if you love it,
horrible.
The money will come.
Yes. If
you love it. And now, if you wind up getting a job at it, I recommend fleet work. That's where your money is. Yep, that's where your money is, guys. But good luck to you, and follow Alex the car doctor. Make sure you follow and learn and show up for the lives and ask questions and stuff like that. All right.
Like piano questions did.
Yeah, he did. And I got to check on him. He got a job at the
Honda dealership.
Thing. Now I'm about to say
Harold Spence.
Yeah, that shocked me. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's
Miss Joy. Hey, Miss Joy, you almost gave me a heart attack, girl. Harold Spence says, thank you, Alex, for keeping my 99 Jeep Grand Cherokee running.
We love you,
Harry is happy, yes.
Yeah, we named her Jeep Harry.
Harold Spence is, wait a minute, let me decline that, because I don't even know who that is. What I do? All right, here we go. Harold Spence, if you follow us on YouTube, everybody know who Harry is, but he passed away. He was a special person in our shop. Very special. He worked with us, and we appreciate him. We nicknamed him the Engine Bandit, but he passed recently, and in honor of Harry, that's why we have a cat named Harry, because he wanted a cat before he died, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get you another one, and you think you have more time to do this stuff, and he unexpectedly suddenly passed away. So we did get another cat, and I named him Harry. But Harry had this 99 Jeep for his wife, Miss Joy, and for so long as she shall live, we will keep that Jeep running for her. Nothing. We charge her nothing. All she got to do is bring it, or we coming to get it. So that's what she mean by that. And we love you, Miss Joy. And I'm glad Harry happy. She got a big old H on the back, so we named the car that. But listen, guys, we love everybody, and I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get
so many questions
to everyone. So we will be back next week.
Maybe Wednesday. Y'all just stick around. Maybe not. I don't know. I've been working late lately, So maybe Wednesday is out.
Yeah, Alex is building our passenger van. So I don't know, but we'll definitely be back before you next Sunday, same time. We thank you so much, and we're gonna see y'all around.
Yep. Thank you for joining us, and y'all continue having a blessed rest of your night.
Have an excellent week.
Until next time, Alex Car Doctor out.
See you guys on the next one.
Love you guys.